So yeah, Ryan, thank you for joining us today. And to start off, could you please introduce yourself and tell us more about your position within the team?
Yeah, my name is Ryan Grush, and I am a senior DevOps engineer for Versapay.
Great. And can you give us an overview of what your company develops in terms of software?
We have an end-to-end account receivables efficiency suite of products. We kind of like to say we handle like the invoice to cash process. Inside of the company, we have a couple different services. I primarily work for the automated account receivables process, which is called cash application. And we basically try to match up physical checks with invoices. We've been using Semaphore for a number of years now.
Thank you. And it would be great if we can dive into your experience with Semaphore. How do you use it, and how has it impacted your team's productivity and efficiency?
Yeah, we've been using it for I know at least 3 years or more, and it's a big part of our process. We use it to build Docker images primarily, and also run through a test suite of automated testing. Um, we use it again very heavily, both the cloud agents and the self-hosted agents now. Um, and I think I think it runs through maybe 20 minutes of automated testing, so that's really critical because we have a very large application that's 10 years running now. So just being able to have the peace of mind of knowing that a new feature is compliant with all of our testing is very crucial in ensuring the stability of our product.
Aspects or features besides self-hosted do you consider especially valuable or maybe distinctive for your team?
I really like the visual tools that Semaphore provides, where we can see kind of workflow to workflow, where things are failing. I like again just the visual layout of that. It's very useful. Um, yeah, the secret management tool is very useful for us. Also, the container registry. We were previously using an external container registry, and that was really bottlenecking a lot of our. It was really adding on to the time that it took to run a build. So being able to do that internally inside of Semaphore is very helpful too.
Thanks. And you started talking about self-hosted agents and how it will help your daily work. But with all the internal security changes, could you just explain a bit more about your use case with self-hosted agents?
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. The big thing is security. We needed a fixed egress point by which we can do continuous deployment to some of our Kubernetes clusters, particularly. So again, having that self-hosted agent that we can have from a fixed egress point that we can whitelist on our firewall was a big the primary motivation for wanting to do the self-hosted agents.
Besides the features that are available as well, customer support can make a big difference. Have you found our customer support helpful and responsive when needed?
Yeah, absolutely. I've only had to reach out a handful of times because the product, kind of works as advertised. But yeah, the few times that I've had to reach out, it's been pretty prompt responses. A little bit with the time difference, but that's to be expected, I guess. But yeah, no, everything's been pretty answered pretty quickly, and yeah.
Are there any other benefits that you've seen while working with Semaphore?
Give me a second. I just want to just pull up the UI one more time. I would say, um, in addition to the layout that I really like, being able to run things in parallel is a useful feature. Again, I can't remember how many tests exactly that we have, but it's it's a 10-year-old application, so we've acquired a lot of or we've built a lot of tests for the product. So being able to run things in parallel is very useful for the team. And also being able to see like the artifacts when they come out of the pipeline or at various different stages of the pipeline is very useful too. Also, I would say that being able to SSH into a running job is very useful. I use that very frequently when I'm editing the pipeline and trying to make changes.
Nice. And to wrap up, why would you recommend Semaphore to other teams who are considering using it and might be facing similar technical challenges as you did?
Yeah, there's a lot of similar products on the market. I kind of like Semaphore just because it does what it says. That I don't take that for granted. Um, you know, you could probably add more bells and whistles, but I'd almost look at that as being a downside because I just want something that works, and Semaphore does that.
Great.